Hi, my name is Fantasia, but please call me Fancy. With the T, not the C.
It's time for that haircut, and oh my god, what an experience it was.
And welcome back to another video.
Okay, so I got this gadget off of Amazon because I've been trying to do this haircut for a long time, like years coming. The last time I cut my hair, it was November of 2021, okay? And this time I was not playing. Well, keep watching, you'll see. It wasn't even my decision to do this, but it happened. And in hindsight, I don't know how. I still don't know how I feel about it, but if you see what I see, a lot needs to be cut off, right? And like it's looking scraggly. It was layers, and it was cute once upon a time, but those layers have grown out. And so the longest layer, it looking scraggly, like I was trying to say, like sparse. I don't know, invisible, however you want to put it. But just look, it could be better. It could use a little help, right? Everybody's hair needs a nice trim from time to time, and this is what I was just planning to do. A cute little trim, something to I definitely wanted it shorter. It was getting a bit too long for me, and I didn't even realize it looked like that, like a little tail down there, until I even started editing this video footage, y'all. But look, this Korea clip, I was so surprised because I was so doubtful that my hair was going to fit in it. But have no fear. You can have some thick hair and it's going to work for you, okay? And it comes in two different sizes too. So you can do bangs and then you can do a full head of hair. And so I'm really glad though that I did rev air my hair. So I basically blow dried it out before doing this. It did help cut down the size of my hair enough that that it could fit into this Korea clip. So as I was using it, that's what I was meaning. Like I didn't realize I was gonna need a partner to help me do this. You know, like I could not reach. I tried from the top, I tried from the bottom, and I just could not reach the Korea clip to pull it all the way down. I got my daughter and she lined it up, but at the same time she did it so fast that I just couldn't trust the results. But where it is, that's about what I was planning to cut off. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like cutting off just that little tail would have been just fine. And so I had got an idea. I should have just trusted her and went with it, but I didn't. I thought I had a better idea. So I was brushed all my hair. I pulled it back into a ponytail, right? And then I was thinking if I put the clip above the ponytail holder and then I can just pull down on it all together. You know what I'm saying? And that could just help me keep it from moving around. I don't know. And it wasn't even that the clip wasn't sturdy. It felt sturdy. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, I don't know. I think I was making a big deal out of it. I should have just chilled. I should just let it be the simple device that it is, because it definitely does work. But I do feel like somebody has to do it for you, you know? Oh, if you want layers though, you can totally do it by yourself because you pull the hair forward. But I didn't want layers. I just wanted to get rid of all those layers. So I don't know how I wound up in this position that I am right now. I don't know how the Korea clip ended up, how my hair is still in a ponytail, but the clip is way down there. But I went for it, however it happened. However that happened, I don't know, but it's going down. So I'm just gonna start clipping away. You know, I don't feel any remorse here. It doesn't hurt my feelings. This is what I was planning to do, was cut about this much hair off. And I knew that that tail was gonna be gone. But at the same time, I would still have some layers at the end, you know? That's what I was kind of just looking for. Those had to go. See how scraggly? They had to go. But when I took this off. Well, you know how like when you take it off and it's so blunt when you cut your hair, so you kind of have to thin it out. Not thin it out. I forgot what the word is, but like you just even it up so that it's not so harsh. It's not so blunt. You know what I'm saying? You soften, like you just soften the clip, the cut up, and that's what I was trying to do here. And I think I was doing a pretty good job. I had threw on anything, you guys, so please don't judge my attire. I put on anything that I had because I know when I cut my hair, it's gonna be so itchy. Anyways, so you see, like the cut was cool and I was happy, but I noticed there was like a little tail piece that needed to come off. Otherwise, it was perfectly fine. And so I went to go get my husband. Y'all, I went to go get Peter to help me. And I was like, look, it's already been clipped. It's already been cut. In fact, this is the second time I went to him. The first time he evened it up and put the clip down there. Oh, that's how it happened. That's how, okay. And so this is the second time I went to him and I told him, literally, I was like, look, all I want you to do is clip the little tiny little piece, okay? If you rewind back the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. But, and so he's like, all right, he agrees to come help me. And so I was like, oh, okay, he's gonna actually help me. He's like, oh, okay. And so so he comes in, he's like really putting in some effort, okay? And so I'm thinking this is gonna be fine. It's nothing complicated. It's just a little tiny snag of hair that I missed. And then he starts to cut. And I'm hearing the sound, like I'm hearing the because that's my hair is super thick, so when it's getting cut through, oh my god, you can hear it. And since it, and I was saying to him, I was like, look, I was like, that sounds like you're cutting a lot. I was like, you're just supposed to cut the little tail piece that's hanging off. And he's like, he isn't really saying anything to me, but he's cutting. And I just got nervous because I know better, but at the same time, I had already heard the, so there would have been really nothing I could do. But we did not discuss this. You know what I'm saying? Like we did not discuss cutting a whole bunch of hair off, and so then but then I start hearing him just doing little chip, 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 and I'm like, okay. Why did you cut so much more hair? I already cut it off.
Let me see.
No, because you cut off too much. Yes, you did. Speechless, you guys. I was speechless because he took the initiative to cut off all the dead ends. And I couldn't blame him in this moment because I knew it all had to go, but I just was unprepared emotionally to let go of an extra 3 inches. Oh, look, he knew. Even the baby knew. She was coming to see that. She was coming to get the tea, y'all, because she just knew. I can't believe you cut all this perfectly fine hair off for no reason.
Don't look any different.
Yes, it does look different. This is like another 3 inches of hair. I'm sad. It's so sad. Like literally, you cut off too much. You didn't realize you did that already?
I didn't realize it was that much hair. I put it down because there was hair that was like behind it that was like super short.
Mm.
And that's why I had to stop there.
Why? Because it was just a tail. You just have to be like,
because all the hair was full from where the thing was.
Where the first cut was.
From there all the way up, it was full.
Mm.
Below, it was like real choppy. And then there was that little long end. Everything everything else was a little choppy.
So the first time, you put it, then you just put it. Why did you put it where you put it the first time?
Because I've just seen multiple. It's as if somebody tried to line you up more than once.
So all the stars, all the invisible,
all that bullshit out.
all the see-through parts are gone, right?
Yeah, it's full. Everything.
Ooh, I feel like beating you up right now. It's so crazy.
If it grows, everything should be all same length.
You shouldn't just cut people's hair like that, though. Like, if you were gonna cut 3 extra inches, you should have told me that first.
I didn't know it was 3 extra inches. I just knew it had to be straight. So I cut it straight.
This is crazy. I was not emotionally prepared for that much hair to come off.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. I knew it had to happen, but I just, like I said, I was brushing through it. It was going through. The brush was going through like butter. There were no snags. There was no friction. It's just I wasn't ready. I can't believe it. So this better be some healthy hair. And then you left blunt. Oh man, y'all, I was going off, and I was like, there was no one to direct my anger towards because him, because we did not discuss that. We did not discuss cutting extra 3 inches. But I see why he did it, and those were the instructions I gave him. Like, just cut it. I told him just cut it straight across. Just cut it straight across is what I said. Whew, I was going through it. And he did cut it straight across, but he was taking into consideration any jagged pieces that didn't look straight across. So I get it. It had to go. Definitely is healthier now, and it is super blunt looking right now. And I did afterwards go back through, look at just how much hair. That's a lot of hair. That's a lot of hair, and I was not ready for it. Ugh. I was dramatic, dude. I'm gonna go find a tape measure. I want to see how long that is. I didn't have a tape measure or a ruler, so I used the Apple one on the cell phone, and it said it was 11.5 inches, and I feel like that's about 2 inches too long. I feel like it was like 9 inches. Y'all. Thank you so much for watching.